Baxter?
Yeah.
You want to come over here?
Yeah, that's
Well, it's official. As of 4 o'clock today, we are officially on the ballot. You brought up a question about circulators and who can and cannot sign that petition. According to the Illinois Candidates Handbook of 2010, it clearly in black and white states, anybody who signs a petition in the primary for a Republican or a Democrat can still sign the petition of an independent in the general. They could come after me all they want on that technicality, but they have no grounds. We had every legal right to have people sign the petitions, even if they sign a petition in the primary. What we were very careful of, and the part that was challenging for us, was the circulators. Anyone who circulated a petition for a party, Republican or Democrat, in the primary was precluded or excluded from circulating a petition in the general. So the challenging part was finding the circulators that didn't circulate in the primary, but we found many people who circulated for us, and they worked tirelessly to get those signatures, to go out to the different venues and have people sign. There's one thing that I need to mention, and that's the disparity and the disgust that is happening between the career politicians like Governor Quinn, the Democrats and Republicans, who only are required to get 5,000 signatures to be placed on a ballot, in comparison to somebody who's running as an independent like myself, who's required to get 25,000 signatures. This is nothing more than an incumbent and career politician protection plan to keep the career politician in office and keep the newcomer out of office. The people of Illinois are tired with the career politicians and what they have done to this state. They're looking for a new face and fresh ideas. And that's what I offer the people of Illinois. I offer them honesty and not perfection. And I offer them hard work and a promise that I will bring businesses back to Illinois, that I will get people the jobs by bringing the businesses back. And I will lead the people of this state back to the road of hope and prosperity that has not been here for many years. With that being said, are there any more questions?
You gave up a big advantage as a Democrat. You gave up a big advantage, and now you're back in this disadvantageous system now.
You know what? Unfortunate things happen. I was forced off the Democratic ticket by the Democratic Party. And the people of Illinois are the ones who asked me to please come back and represent them in some capacity. And that's why I stand before you today.
Why do you say you were forced out?
Well, we all know that the Democratic leaders like Governor Quinn and Alexi Giannoulias and Senator Durbin, the people who really shouldn't have spoken in the first place, forced my resignation.
You still had to withdraw yourself, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, they didn't do anything illegal or anything. Did they?
Next question. Next question.
I mean, that's a fair question. Why not be lieutenant governor in a major party, not have to jump those hurdles? You did the tough route. Why'd you do it?
The truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, I'm a political outsider. I'm a successful small businessman. They did not want me in that office. They would have done everything to keep me locked up in a room and out of the public eye and away from the public. What that means is that I was unable, or I would have been unable, to do what I ran to do. And that's helped the people of Illinois.
Are you for a tax increase to get the state out of its budget hole?
I am not for a tax increase and believe that by bringing businesses back to Illinois and cutting the wasteful spending and the corruption, we won't need that tax increase.
Did you submit all the signatures you gathered, or did you screen some out as improper?
We had screened some and left them. We didn't include them with what we turned in.
So you believe that virtually all of the ones you have here are valid?
I believe that it will be nearly impossible for Governor Quinn to remove me from the ballot.
Where did the funding actually come from that some of these folks were compensated by? You know, in other words, you said you paid petition collectors. Who actually paid for that?
I have funded the campaign thus far.
Personally.
Correct.
What can you say? What family members are here with you today?
Yeah, sure. My son Jacob.
How old is he?
He is 12.
Mhm.
And my daughter over there, Zoe.
Zoe.
Zoe. Who's 12. My fiance, Karen. And Baxter, who is my deputy campaign manager, is just like a family member, as well as Baxter, who is my running mate and also part of the family.
No. I'm your running mate. Kevin's your.
Yeah, Kevin.
What did I say?
You said Baxter twice.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. You know what? It's the heat and the excitement of getting petitions in there. You know,
A big family and a big tent for you. A big tent.
Yeah, it is.
Quick, child support was an issue in the past. Are you up to date on that?
Again, these are issues of the past, and if we keep talking about the past, we will not move Illinois forward.
Well, can't you even say if you're up to date on it?
I'm up to date.
Okay.
You're up
Any
to
more
date, you paid
surprises?
up?
No more surprises.
How much did
I
you
was
have to
never
pay
really
up?
behind anyway, but that's
Really?
over and done with.
Okay, so you didn't have to make payments to get up?
I had to give her money, but again, we're talking about the past. Let's
Well,
talk
this
about the
is-
future.
This is all important to people here.
I assure the people I am not behind on any kind of child support or anything like that.
And when you were accused of domestic battery, you don't believe that was. You don't believe that.
Again, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. That's in the past.
Run for office if you can't answer basic questions.
I answered. You know what? I answered all these questions for days. I stood in front of reporters and answered the questions over and over again.
Did you think this was not going to come up again?
You know, it's old news. Let's talk about moving Illinois forward at this
Are
point.
you for concealed carry? Because I think Illinois is the last state in the nation that doesn't have it.
You know, that's really a complex question. And what I am for is for choice. I believe that a person has the right to protect themselves and to arm themselves. You know, there was talk about passing a blanket law that would ban guns across the state. I would not stand for that. I understand wanting to ban handguns in Chicago and Cook County. You know, it's a metropolitan area. But here in central and southern Illinois, where people are trained and they're legal guns, they have every right to hunt with them and sport with them.
Do you own a gun?
I do.
At home?
I do not.
Okay. Just at the
You
business.
may have spoken about this in Chicago, but can you talk more about what the Speaker Madigan contacts you had were? What were the last things the Speaker told you when you spoke with him?
What did he say? He said that this is a free country and do what I want to do. And that's what I'm doing. I'm representing the people of Illinois because I believe in my heart that's the right thing to do. With that being said, I unfortunately have to go because there are some appointments scheduled in Chicago.
What's the next stop? What's the next campaign trail stop for you in Chicago?
We're heading back to Chicago right now.
How did you pick Baxter? Baxter, do you want to say how you came up?
Because it was important to have somebody next to me that knew everything about me, what I believed in, and what I stood for. Nobody knew that better than Baxter Swilly.
How long have you known Baxter?
A year and a half.
2 years now?
And maybe before we leave, we'll give Baxter the opportunity to answer a couple of questions.
Do you want to say the name of your fiance?